Beat it up. Okay, and we are live. What's up? What's up? What's up? Fan Fest. What's up? YouTube. What's up? Twitch. Hello there, all you beautiful people watching post show, listening on the audio apps. You know, you're listening, the game has happened, and you're still like, what were their thoughts pre-match? How close were they? Shout out to you, real ones, real ones, real ones. I'm Crumb Chocolate, and I'm here with the show, bro. Sharpie Charlie, how you doing, bro?
Bro, I'm excited, man. Like, the early results of the day just made me even more excited for this match. The lineup got me hyped. We got some things to talk about. Big things.
Oh, look at man's little hat.
Hey.
Okay,
Oh,
This is my brunching Negro outfit, so because I'm a brunching Negro.
that's
very demure, very mindful, very classy. I love it.
look at everybody showing up now.
This is the most melanated podcast ever.
You didn't hide. You didn't hide. One time for Fat Man Scoop, like I just
Man,
see
RIP to the
Lando
legend.
dancing, like
here we
that
go.
Fat Man Scoop.
Here we go now.
Tom, where are you performing later today?
Oh, you don't know I'm the fourth black, the second Black Blues brother today. You didn't know that?
I was like, Jerry Jam and Terry Lewis near? Like, are we doing like a little Prince rendition? Like, what's popping? Like,
Listen, we got the jamming going on here in a minute.
yeah.
I gotta
You
see
know
the
how we
rest of
do.
the drip, bro. I can't front. The hat in itself has me hella intrigued.
Man. Tom's sartorial foreplay is something else. He's like, ooh, what else is down there? What else he got going on? Like this hat, it's got
You'll
me
see it.
thinking.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
Okay, I'm
Trust me, you'll
excited for the
see it.
fit. I'm excited. Yes,
Yeah,
sir. Yes, sir.
um, uh, yeah, like we mentioned earlier, shout out to Becky and Kavanaugh for sending every Arsenal fan into head loss. Like this feed is destroyed now. Funny.
Two two things can be true at the same time. One, supposedly a pretty weak call. Two, that's very hilarious that happened to Arsenal at home. I'm sorry, I'm laughing, like, because that's fucking funny.
No, it's unfortunate for him, but it's I'm happy it didn't like. It's one of those things when like I'm driving by down the street and there's a cop pulling over a car and it's like, dang, I'm sorry that you're pulled over, my guy, but thank you for keeping them off the road for me.
Wasn't
And
me. Wasn't me.
in my head, I feel like Pigmo has reached out to all the refs and they're like, all right, guys, we got to focus for the rest of these games. So I'd like to believe there won't be any shenanigans like that in the match against West Ham.
Arsenal fans and crying about refs. Just
It's just a thing.
Yora, bro. Say Yoran. They cry, bro. I didn't even watch the game. I have to admit. I know Charlie was doing his little thing. I was doing my little 5K. Everybody was doing their own little thing this morning. I didn't get a chance to see it. So you guys are gonna have to educate me. I'll have to go back and watch it. I don't know what the hell happened, but all I know is that like the day ending in Y and like the sun coming up in the morning. Arsenal fans somehow find a way to Yora, bro. Cry. I don't even know.
Uh,
What's the Masters?
oh, the cell phone service is kicking your ass right there, my friend. I'm sorry.
Who, me?
I was kicking my ass.
No, it was Tom. He was mid speak and like it just went out.
Same here too.
There he is.
Yep. Okay, so the match, Arsenal really they were wastemen, just very wasteful in the first half. They had a few chances. The moment with João Pedro, he did dribble the ball out, and he went out and he did kick it. It could have been a warning, it could have been a card. It was either or, and it's one of those things when Declan gets called for his situation, which really. Like I understand it. The Kavanaugh should have been the calmer of the two heads. And but then in the second half, Brighton, they probably should have got that win.
Was
So
Jao Pedro already on a yellow?
no, I don't think so. No,
Okay.
he was just shithousing. He was
So
just being
so
John
so
Pedro.
got you. So basically, we're just crying that Arsenal wanted a yellow for a player.
1,000%. Like it was one of those. What about him? Yeah, it's just hindsight, and which really does take away from your team. Like they managed to battle. They had a few great chances. They held on to some sort of points. Uh, yeah, we're able to see Calafiore again. I don't know. There are a lot of positives for them to just like. It's too early in the season for them to be like mentally on
They're
ski.
fine.
Yeah,
It happens. But I will say this: Heem's coming. Like they actually could have used Raheem Sterling today. I'm not trolling at all. Like he is what they're missing on that front line as an option because we know he has the pace over Trossard. Like you can put him there. You can put him through the middle if you want, just to like make center backs have to run. Like it's an element they need. Look at City, right? Like we got Doku, we got Savino, like we got power and pace. Holland, you need that. So that's gonna make them a whole different team. So it's gonna be interesting.
all right. Speaking of, let's look at these starting 11s. Let's start with the Hammers. You know, the good old Hammers. They are the home team after all. Areola, Wan-Bissaka, Mavropanos, Kilman, Emerson, Alvarez, Paqueta, Rodriguez, Kudus, Antonio, and Bowen. Shout out to Pep being like, Paqueta who? Y'all still talking about this? Y'all need to move on, please. So, like, shout out to him for ending all of this. You know, people are still going to wild out if he has a half a decent match today. West Ham squad, they have some, like, obviously Kudus. We know Kudus, blah, blah, blah. But in the defense, they have some ballers. That midfield is a tough midfield. This this West Ham squad, they're good. They're good.
Alvarez and
Yeah,
Paquet, Alvarez and Gudo, Rodriguez, double pivot. I see that coming into full effect. You know, we'll
hmm
see what sort of impact Kilman comes in as their new center back. They have some pretty strong, solid players that have had some camaraderie there. Um, Edson Alvarez, for me, I think is going to have a day. He's going to have an absolute. If we do what we expect to do, I expect Edson Alvarez and Gudo Rodriguez to really struggle, and I hope they get their asses worked today. Um, but yeah, that's a pretty good lineup. I don't fear Antonio though. I'll be honest. Mohamed Kudos, that's the one that has me worried.
Sharpie?
I think for me, I'm looking at a couple things, right? I think Holland has a huge advantage against the center backs, which is great. I think Emerson is not as good of a defender as Wan-Bissaka. He's great going forward, but he lacks a little bit, and I like Daku in that 1v1. So I think that's where I think we'll see a lot of the attack go down our right side, their left, because we got Jack on the left, which we'll get to. But their midfield is solid. Like it really comes down to the tactics that Lopetegui wants to play. Does he want to be aggressive? Does he want to press, or will he sit back, try to hit us on the counter like normal? Because then it's just David Moyes with speaking Spanish, which is I thought they wanted something different. So that's what I'm intrigued to say. Do you really want to play football, or do you want to just try to eke out a point?
Mm-hmm.
I'm excited to see what how they deploy Kudus and Bowen. I think that those could be their outlets as opposed to Antonio. Um, so like maybe the two of the, or the three of them playing off of each other to like create spaces in behind our very high back line. But I think that like everywhere else on the field, like we definitely have the advantage. Like I think that our midfield is better. Our defenders are definitely better. I think that that's the only area that they might be able to get. We might get got, I guess.
And Adam, I was able to experience the new FanFest upgrade. I've been messing with the beta and everything. I think you're gonna enjoy the new upgrade. It looks much smoother. It runs a lot better. It should consistently remember you. Uh, Let's hope for all the progress. So it's good. As long as City keep a clean sheet in the first 15 minutes. I don't know, DT3. You kind of asking for a lot, my guy.
Charlie, what you thinking over there for some bets? You got anything cooking on this game?
Oh yeah, man, we already set up, bro. But do we want let's do the City lineup first,
Yeah,
and then
sure.
I'll come back to the bets. Yeah, yeah.
Gotcha. Ederson, Lewis, Akanji, Diaz, Vardiol, midfield, Kova again. Rodri is healthy, so
On the
maybe
bench.
maybe we'll see 20, 30 minutes of him. I'm okay with we don't, or if we're just up beat like just up by 2 or 3 goals, I wouldn't mind seeing Rodri on because that's just as much as like a practice if we go and keep it real. So Kovacic, De Bruyne, Bernardo, Doku, Grealish, because Savinho didn't even make the trip, and then Halan up top. If you look at our before we get to the starting lineup, if you look at our bench, there's really nobody to come on for either Daku or Grealish. Like, of course, we can put in Nunes. We know Pep can play him wide. McAdee, I know Pep has something planned, figured out, whatever. But I'm intrigued by this bench because this bench is kind of saying to me, will Pep make us up?
So I think that the sub pattern, what you're going to end up seeing is Rico pushed up top as a winger if one of those wingers goes out. And then you'll bring in an actual fullback, and then you put Rodri on.
I like that.
I'm really just hunkering down and setting up shop, being like, just score on us now.
I think Gundo.
But then using Rico on the wing, like.
Oh, my bad, Tom.
No, you're good. I just.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I was gonna say I think Gundo's a great super sub, because you can put him up, you can sit him back, he can do everything in the midfield. So imagine just seeing 19 and 16 standing on the sideline to come in. That's crazy, bro. This is where you're the best club in the world. Because how are you bringing on two of the best players at their positions in the world as subs? Just to say, hey, we're up 1 goal, we're up 2 goals. Let's just settle down, control. Let's work it around, whatever. They're different. We are so different. And we are missing Savinho. We're missing Foden. The player of the year has not even touched the pitch this season. Come on, man.
Any update on Savinho as to why he didn't make the trip?
So
I'm going to check now.
Oh, hey, Tarek.
Oh, 5 for 5.
What up, fellas?
If it's anything,
knee injury.
Yes, it's his knee injury. Pep talked about it when he had the niggle the first match. It's something Savinho knows of. He's aware of. It's just something that he's dealing with at the moment, and they will figure it out. Our best physios in the game, baby. He'll learn. Because they joke a lot about how DS and Rodri, they're always at the physio team on off days. So Savio needs to just learn that those are his best friends. If he's got a free random hour or two during the day, on a random day, just show up. Just get a massage. Enjoy that cold plunge. Enjoy the amenities, the wonder that is Manchester City Football Club. Tarek,
if it wasn't the international break coming up, maybe he would keep playing through it. But because of the international break, you can take this time plus the break. You get 10, 12, however many days, and then when you come back, you a little bit more healthy. So I think there's a little bit of management, and by sitting out now, it tells Brazil, don't call me up because I'm hurt, right? I don't have to go down there and worry about travel. I don't have to worry about playing. I think there's a little bit of, I don't know if you want to use the word gamesmanship, but it's just being smart and managing him as a player. He's so young, so new to the squad. You don't want to lose him for extended periods. So we'll miss him for a game. We should be able to play through that and not have a problem. You were going to ask me a question, though. Go ahead.
Oh, I was just going to ask what are your thoughts on the lineup?
Um, yeah, I mean, again, would it be great to see Rodri? Yes, but again, he's been away. He's got to play his way on, back into game shape, and full fitness. So I think all things being considered, this is probably what I would have expected. You never know without knowing that Savio was going to be hurt, right? But with that being said, this is about what I would expect. Um, you could have called Rodri for Kova. You could have, there's some other big calls. Walker's still not playing, or not starting at least. So um, I think this is what I would have gone with, potentially based on what's available. Yeah.
Yeah.
At some point, though, I think we have to see Ake again. He's been out for a while, and I think we got to get him a little bit more game time.
I was just texting the homies from LA about that, and I was like, September we get them now. They start coming quick and fast. Like as soon as we come back, it's like Brentford, Champions League, back to PL. So like I think that's when we start to see Pep's, you know, normal rotation, and I'm excited to see all 20. Well, I guess I'm 17, 18 outfield players like get run because hopefully Phil's back then. Like we can really start to get cooking because starting off Champions League with Inter is going to be huge. So
Oof. Yeah, this Champions League, it's gets interesting the more and more I look at it and I think about it. And at first, I wasn't really worried about all the games, and I'm not worried about, I guess, the games itself. It's just how long that stuff takes because it's like one Champions League in the beginning of the month and the end of the month. It just you can't really get a good flow in that really either. So it's because he's going to want to use Ortega for these matches. Well, not Champions League, but like Carabao and FA and all of those other things. Is that another time where you potentially throw in Ortega? I know not the first couple games because Ederson would lose it, but I'm going to be interested in how Pep manages these matches very much so.
It'll be an adjustment for everybody. The approach to the new Champions League is going to be something that um, we'll see, right? So we don't even know like what's needed to get into the next round yet. I mean, it's literally, and it's we're gonna see it for the first time. I think for certain people have projected it. I think it's like 8 or 9 points at the very bottom, and maybe as high as 15 or 16 points to kind of get in and be fully like a part of that top group. So I don't know. I'm a fan of it. It's pretty unique, clearly. I think where the ball was kind of dropped, whereas in years past, we know of the show and the breakdown. Everyone looks at the groups, who's got the group of death, to whereas, like, we don't know fully yet how we're going to broadcast this or, like, kind of get this going. I saw the pots broken down, and it was like pot one, pot two, and then I thought that was kind of okay, but I don't know. We'll see how that kind of expands. But yeah, adjustment for everyone.
I just think the key thing is to be in the top eight. I think the top eight teams automatically advance to the third round technically.
Yeah.
So we just got to be in that top eight, and then don't worry about the rest of it, because then it becomes you get seeded just like the NBA playoffs or just like NCAA March Madness. It just becomes seeded. So the better we perform, the better seed we'll have, the easier our path to the title should be. But again, to your point, we got to see it play out, see how it works the first time through, and just really know what to expect. But I'm with you. I don't have negative thoughts to it at the moment. I'm neutral. It's just new. It's just different. That's really all it is. It's just something different. But I think there's a good opportunity for us to perform really well and win this first one in this new format. That'll be a good thing to add to our resume.
Yes, sir.
I just want to point this out, y'all. Like this stretch from November 5th to December So Christmas is bananas. I won't read all the names, but if you're a Man City fan, you're watching this, like go look at November 5th, those fixtures, and look at December. This is where like everything I think Pep is going to do, and with he's looking ahead to like health and how to manage players' minutes and bodies after a long year. He's building up to that because that's going to be the crux of obviously Champions League qualification, and you start to look at some big PL matchups. Like there's a week with like Spurs, who is it? It's Spurs. Then we host Feyenoord, and then we host, and then we go to Liverpool. Right? Like it's just like these things just keep coming, and so I'm excited to see like the fact that we don't have any like an Oli. Right? You had back and forth. You had home and away. Now it's like every opponent is a different matchup, and I think that is our advantage because we know our style of play. Everybody adjusts to us, and so therefore, because you're so dominant in what you do, you kind of got an idea like how to win these games, and we know how to do it. Like so that's the difference of us from now compared to 5 or 6 years ago, where we're like, oh, I don't know, can we handle it? Well, no, we can definitely handle it, and I'm excited to see what happens.
And Adam, I want to answer your question about Bielsa and his murder ball. It wasn't a rumor. He definitely played murder ball. He ran those players ragged. City have it's nothing like Pep's because Pep, he says all the time, I want my players walking. Walk until you need to actually run and take your time, hold on to the ball. So that's a huge difference where it's just a lot of the, the passing, the courage on the ball, the techiness. That is where Bielsa and Pep kind of agree. But everywhere else, like they kind of oppose each other. So there's no real reason to worry about that, at least on it. Yeah, and I'm going to be very intrigued to see what lineup Pep puts in that first I don't care about cup because we're going to know a lot about how he sees certain players, and that's going to be real fun. All right, well, let's get out of here with some predictions. How do we see this match going? Tom Baum, let us start with you, sir.
I think I said on the pod 3-0. I'm going to go 3-1. I think either Bowen or Kudus gets us. But we win.
Yeah, let's go.
I'm going to go 2-1. I think it's going to be tight. I think I said 3-1 initially. I'm going to go 2-1.
Oh, look good.
I had the Sharpie Charlie clean sheet, and I'm sticking with the Sharpie Charlie clean sheet. 3-1. We're rolling with it. Yeah, Tom's right. Bowen or Kudos are gonna get us at some point. But shout out to Jennifer. Morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning.
I'm riding this train. We're going 3-1, and to answer Lando's question, the bet I played,
thank you.
I put it with Aston Villa winning when they gave up a goal, so that helps the odds. So we got a plus 220 parlay. But for City, I got City winning over 1.5 total goals. West Ham under 1.5, so giving us, the leeway of the City allowance, and over 5.5 corners for City. I think we get 6 corners throughout the match. It's nothing crazy. I think that by itself is like plus 130. So yeah, City should take care of business in 9 points.
Hey,
Get it?
Yeah, we're definitely not keeping the clean sheet. I like 3-1. 3-1 sounds great. I'm all right with 3-1. But I
came down on my score because we were playing a little more aggressive with Savio on that right and Doku on the left. Yeah. And bringing in Jack means we revert more to a little bit more control, slow it down a little bit, be a little bit more deliberate in our movement. So I think that pulls us back just a tad. I hope not. I hope we go for 5 or 6, but I'll take us being on top, whatever the score is at the end of the day.
How did Lando? I see Steve has the freaking Oasis kit on.
Yeah, I'm gonna. I don't know how. I got a feeling how. I got a feeling how, and shout out to the great people at Lloyd Soccer because again they get some great stuff. Which Charlie's bets to you were brought to you by Lloyd Soccer. Been kicking it local since 1983. Shout out to them boys. Exclusive kits, man. I don't know what everyone thinks about it. It's coming out soon, but
Everton let Bournemouth get I saw that Bournemouth tied it up. They just scored the game winner. Oh, my Everton! They are, yikes!
Yeah, Adam just is putting it in the comments, and he's educating me on this.
Jeez.
Went from 2-1 up to 2-3 down past the 90th.
And technically, they went
They're
up
going down.
to lose.
They're going down.
Bro,
Come on,
that
you better sing it, Charlie, Mary J. Blige, Sharpie.
It's over. It's
Oh
over for these
my
niggas.
God. Oh, and Adam, check your messages. I sent you a message about the SOB shirt. So just check that. Get back to me. All right, everybody. We will be back tomorrow for a recording. Actually, this week I will be having a special episode releasing. I will be chatting with the one, the only Jack Gone. We'll have having a nice little conversation about City, get to know a little bit about him and how he got into sports journalism. Something to keep us busy.
Crunk is for real doing the capital J journalism. Y'all hear me?
Big J journalist right here.
Capital
Big J
J
journalist.
journalism.
I see you, boy.
Things keep the international break fun, keeping it light and easy. But we are look at all of us. Look at all of us here. This is so nice. I'm here with all of my Sharpie Charlie, Tom Bomb, Lando, Tarek, the land of fans. Shout out to the U.
Hey, let's go. He put up the U.
He got a
Miami, Florida today.
big
It's
game,
college
boy.
football kickoff, baby. Football.
He
We
got
got
a
football.
big game
Week
coming up.
Week one.
Anything's possible. All right, let's go, City. We will all see you soon.
Peace.
Oh,
Wait, y'all know the
cut off.
vibes. Y'all know the vibes. Shady gang, shady gang, shady.